Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life is squinting, can't just stare. We're bae through thick and thin, she already fixed on brown and bad. Could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
100, it won't fit in one SUV, no. SOS, somebody rescue me, I got too many, I got, they could last me the next 2 weeks. Alright. Like, send the address through, please.
SUV, the outside white, the inside brown like Michael Jack. More time and Bella line and spend like I don't even like my stack. Came on an Irish ferry, let go and it sound like a tap dance. The way that I bought, no yellow, the ref had to give me a black card. Who did what we're doing with rap? Man couldn't sell out his show after all them years of doing a cat. Sprinter, 2 gal in a van, inter. 2 man in Milan, heard one of my things dating. P Diddy need 20% or whatever. Outside, my head in my hands.
I told her my name is Sense, she said no, the one on your birth certificate. Your boyfriend ran from that diamond test cause they weren't legitimate. She Turkish Cypriot, but her car's Brazilian. I want her, my bro wants her affiliate. I'm cheap, still like, yo, can I borrow your Netflix? She a feminist, she think I'm sexist. Twisting my words, I think she dyslexic. Give me my space, I'm intergalactic. Before I give you my Insta password, I'll give you the pin to my Amex. Alright, this ain't stainless steel, it's platinum. Dinner table, I got manners. T-shirt tucked in, napkin. Still loading, that's the caption. I've only amounted a minimal fraction. Eat good, I got indigestion. Best in my hood, no aspirin. Can't get rid of my pain with aspirin. Dave just came in an Aston, I'm making that Maybach music. They're trying to insult my intelligence. Sometimes I may act stupid. I never went uni, I've been on a campus. The students, if bro let the drumstick beat, then something gon' leak. We ain't playing exclusives.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life is squinting, can't just stare. We're bae through thick and thin, she already fixed on brown and bad. Could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
100, it won't fit in one SUV, no. SOS, somebody rescue me, I got too many, I got, they could last me the next 2 weeks. Alright, like, send the address through, please.
Fire for a wife, can't rock with that, I ain't wearing a vest. Man have to send her therapy, she got it a lot on her chest. I'm in Jamaica, Orica best. Hit a lick when cash converters, that don't work, it's chess. I'm doing more and talking less. I love chilling with broke man, book one flight and they're all impressed. I'm in the G63, the car hugged me like a friend through twists and turns. Man living for, dying for, don't know which one's worse. I'm bags in his and hers, what's hers is hers, what's mine is too. Heard that girl was a, it can't be true if she dated you. AP baby blue, papers pink, I probably hate me too. You ever spent 6 figures and stared at Bay like, look what you made me do. Yeah. Started with a queue, didn't wait in line. Weird, I'm asking my Blasian one, why you so focused on your Asian side? I know that the Jack boys pray that they get to the clubs and Dave's inside.
Laughing with the bosses, toasting up with the goons. I take it, making the room. The elephant is a go in the room. Y'all life trying to shoot to the moon. My youngin', he ain't make it to school. Life been coming fast, I'm trying to get in my groove. Build a legacy before you get to the tomb. For real, unapologetic. Right that I said, right to the morning. Man, my life.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Dallas Mavericks can please their home crowd. Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. I mean, Davis, one of the very few.
Now here's James. Back to Doncic. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Gafford. It's hauled in by LeBron. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And finished off by Davis.
Excellent at running the pick and roll. Dinwiddie just taking what he sees as available.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7.
Drawing the defense nicely that time. Doncic with the perfectly timed pass.
And Davis throws it down. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Finney-Smith. It's stolen by Davis. And here is Washington. Here's Gafford. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Simply found the open man there because he read the defense. Well done by Davis.
And Hayes throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And finished off by Davis.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And that one is good. Doncic has got 9.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
Inside. Gafford misses. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. With the drive. Now here's Doncic. A 3-ball. Hayes, no good. The Mavericks trail. Thompson in the corner. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Jason Kidd has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. The Lakers in the lead. From deep, Reeves. The shot, no good. Outside, Davis. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively. 6 changes of the lead here.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
The shot by Len, wide open. No good on the triple. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Marshall. Back to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Wow, Davis on fire right now. Doing just about anything he wants on offense.
James looking around. There's the drive.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Dallas. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action in just a minute. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring. For the Mavericks.
Hey, we're locked into watching some old school basketball here, fellas. Working the post to start it out, playing inside out. Looks like a game plan from back in my time.
Playing a screen. And a wide open look for James. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the height that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Screen by James. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And yes, it's good. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, so tenacious on the attack. LeBron isn't bothered by a little contact on that drive.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. And the rejection by James.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
Lets it go with a 3. And Lively pulls it down.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff. Losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
Here's Gafford. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Gafford with the steal. Marshall with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Back to Lively. Pass to Gafford. Out to Thompson. And here is Gafford. Shot clock at 2. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Lakers in the lead. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact, but boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player. Boy, for a young player, it's so good to see Doncic make an effort on both ends like we saw there.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
It's stolen by Vanderbilt. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Doncic. A second chance effort. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Gafford. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Jason Kidd has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Here's Davis. Len with the block. LeBron outside. Out to the right wing. Tries a three. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trailed by 4. Down low. That's tipped. And stolen by LeBron. Launches a three. Over in the corner, Doncic. And Len has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Len's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at punting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates. Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Here's Davis. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Doncic. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Mavericks trailed by 14. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Lakers.
On defense, the Lakers. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Luka knows he can get that shot off quickly. Simply trusting his instincts there.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Davis. 13 points in the game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Substitution. Number 11, Jackson Hayes.
1:51 left in the third. And they double up Doncic. Connect with a wide open look. Offline with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And again, the Lakers no good. Pass to Davis. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. And he's good on the second.
And, you know, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average at the free throw line.
Reeves with it. No scoring in this one. From downtown, knocks down the three ball. And the Lakers lead by 18.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've made the offense uncomfortable, creating turnovers with the defensive pressure and cashing in on the other end.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Rebound the Lakers. Hits the front of the rim and out. Mavericks trailed by 18. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Lively.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Reeves, that's a two-pointer. And Lively pulls it down. To the inside. Here's Davis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, those are the plays Davis is capable of making. He's confident, and he keeps getting stronger with every passing day.
And here's Reeves outside. A shot, no good. And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Mavericks trailed by 13. Davis down low. And finished off by Davis.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Here's Reeves. Got a hand on it. Pass to Lively. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Lakers leading by 11. Here's Hayes. Puts up a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
That's a good one. Hayes up top. And the layup's good off the glass. Hayes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Substitution. Number 23, LeBron.
And here are the Lakers. Puts it up from 15. And Lively pulls it down. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 16. Down low. Here's Davis. Unable to get that one. James with some nice D. Shoots. And the Lakers with another miss. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Boy, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Several teams changing it up here. Mavericks trailed by 16. Inside. It's deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Len grabs the board. Lakers leading by 16. Let's go. Another miss by James. Pass to Gafford. Poke loose. Now here's Thompson. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Doncic, no good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Reeves. And here's LeBron outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Lakers lead by 17.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Gafford. Banked in off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now LeBron. Now Len. All sorts of time. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trailed by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
Their superior ball handling, 1 and 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Rejected by Len. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. So it'll be P.J. Washington shooting. Alex Len picks one up.
At the line for Dallas, P.J. Washington. Shooting 1.
Clark, we were just talking. P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his position. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gafford misses. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by Washington. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on tips. I came up from nothing, was laying on and sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said it, I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from 12, but that isn't Brady. But that doesn't faze me, I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me, it be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced.
Welcome back to NBA 2K TV and Season 6 of NBA 2K25.
We have new rewards, new challenges, new events, new apparel. There is so much to cover in Season 6.
Let's jump right in with what's new in my career. Take a look.
Go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got